share right now because I'm currently going to my college, back to my college, to get some transcripts to change to a different college. And I never thought I'd be here saying this because I've always kind of thought more in a business kind of mindset. And why I took a break this past year or so from college was because of the fact that I don't think that you necessarily need a college degree for a lot of things. And those are just the facts. You don't always need a college degree. Sometimes it's just the people that you know. And I've gotten, for me, I like to act. I like film. I've gotten opportunities without any kind of college degree. Just marketing and networking with people, emailing, reaching out. However, I want to get a degree for myself. And it's funny because I've never felt so motivated, coming out of high school and going straight to college because everybody says it's what you're supposed to do. Couldn't have made me more depressed to do something. Like, I was so sad about going to college because everybody told me I had to do it. I easily would get burnout with whatever classes I was taking. It honestly didn't even matter. The only class I enjoyed was taking my theater arts class. But even then, I felt like, what is the point of this? If I network and I actually get gigs outside of college, I don't need this. And I wasn't wrong in thinking that. But now going back and doing it because it's something that I want to do. It's because I enjoy learning. It's because this past year or so I've spent learning new skills, reading. I've spent doing things that are very college oriented. I think going to college is only going to help amplify all those things. And honestly, being a Latina, I think that is why that you should go to college. I think you should want to do it for yourself. I think you should want to be well educated, especially as a woman. Nobody can take that away from you. It's yours to keep up here, regardless of, it's not about the piece of paper. It's not about, you hear a lot of famous people go, it's not about the award. Jerry Steinfeld, very famous comedian, won an award, and I remember him saying that it wasn't about the award, it was about doing it. And I think that's true. I think with anything, if you aren't enjoying the process of actually doing it, the hell is the point of getting the piece of paper, the certificate, or the award? I mean, at the end of the day, that's something materialistic. Like, you can't take that with you when you die. When you're laying on your deathbed, the only thing you're thinking about is the way that things made you feel and the experiences that you had. So if you value learning, if you value growing your mentality, then do something that revolves around that. You see what I'm saying? And until I really started to understand this way of thinking is when I actually got this past month or so, I've been thinking of I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to do it for myself. Because I want to do it, because it's something that I want. And it's similar with this content stuff. I do it when I feel inspired to, because in this day and age, it's very like, have discipline and do all the fucking hard things. And sometimes you're getting friction because you need a pivot. Sometimes you're getting friction because you need to learn the lesson in that chapter of your life. So I'm going back, and I think it's heavily on my heart to share this because I don't think it's ever too late. I don't think you have to do everything so the way that this society makes it seem like you do. Is like, get your degree at, I don't know, from if you graduate at 18, get your degree by 21, 22, and something you don't even like, you probably just kind of felt forced to do it because your parents or your counselors are saying that that's what you should do, and then get married, and then, you know, don't date too many people, just get married to the person you're dating in your early 20s, a little quarter of your life, and then have kids with that same person before you're 25 because you're a woman and you don't have a lot of time. I think fuck all that is what I think. Like, if that life is gonna lead you to feeling like you're unfulfilled because you were just, all you wanted to do was just people please, all you wanted to do was show, hey, I did it the right way. Are you fucking serious? You're living your life so you can say that you think you did it the right way? I mean, you know what I admire? When I was in college, I admired seeing people who were so much older than me, right? Because when I went to college and I was a freshly graduated high school student, I was like 19, right? And I'm seeing people 30, 40, 50 going to college, going to my same classes. You know, because when you're out of high school, you think everybody's going to be your age. And then you realize that that's not the case, that college is literally for everyone. I really just admired these people who they're literally saying it's not too late. They're a testimony that it's not too late. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to go back even. You can start something and go back to it. For whatever reason. Let's say these people had kids. Maybe they had a whole bunch of debt to pay off. They literally couldn't focus on anything but having 2-3 jobs at the time. Whatever the case may be, you can always go back and you can always reinvent yourself. You can always do that thing that you always wanted to do. And I think, especially in your 20s, I know that the culture right now is to get rich in like a crazy amount of time. But there's so many videos I've been watching here on YouTube, and it's like people reach that and they don't even feel fulfilled. And I saw one video in particular that stuck out to me. She had millions of dollars. I mean, she does. And she's like 22 or 23. You know, that's people's lifelong goals. And she reached it at such a young age. I mean, half of her life isn't even over, considering if she lives to be 100. And she sold everything. She sold everything because it didn't do anything for her, and she actually felt more worried about her safety. And I think, as amazing as it looks to have all the cars and have all the money and I guess access to things, are you even happy with what you're doing on a daily basis? And she realized, you know what, the only thing that actually really makes me happy is just having the freedom that money gives me. And having this freedom, I'm able to teach other people how to get freedom. But it was never really about, you know, the materialistic things. So anyway, my point is, it should never be about the fucking certificate, degree, pleasing the family. It should be about what makes you feel happy and what makes you, and I know it's so cliche and it sounds so like I sound like a broken record, but please don't think because you're 25, oh my god, my 20s is practically over. You know? And it sounds ridiculous, but it's the way a lot of us are thinking. You know, my prime is over. I'm already gonna be 26. Might as well be 30. Might as well be, life is done and I'm not young anymore and I need to settle down. Why? My question is really why? Especially if you don't have kids. Especially if you, and you know what? If you do have kids, you have even more of an obligation to get up and get going. To start finding opportunities and figuring out how you're going to improve your life. It's funny. I see so many people with kids that they really don't, they have so many goals and they still don't do anything. And in their free time when they don't have the kids, you know, I'm talking about like they're in their late 20s. Still not, they're not old. I mean, they're very young still. And oh, you know, I'm just so tired. But then you spend your free time drinking. Well, that's why you're always tired. Like, that's just basic human biology. Of course, you're going to get more tired and feel more. Now you're dealing with hangovers. And I really, if you take anything away from this video, I really hope it's just like, it's never too late. And it's what's been heavily on my mind right now. I'm 22 and I'm very young and I know that. But I'm not gonna lie, it crossed my mind like, why would I go back to college now? But you know what? It's something I want to do for myself. It's not because other people, and you know what? That's actually why I left, is because I felt like I was just doing it for other people. And I'm so glad that I actually took a break and I realized, hey, why do I want this? And I don't think a lot of people sit with themselves and ask themselves why they're doing what they're doing. And you know, so we'll see how things go. But take advantage of the opportunities that you have. A lot of people wish they were in your position. A lot of people wish, you know, it's funny because we can get so used to just like our daily routines and not realize all the blessings that we have around us. I know that there's so many people that wish, I'm driving horribly now. But let me just close out this video with, there's a lot of people who wish that they were in your position and had the opportunities you had. And instead of looking at the glass half empty, go ahead and look at it half full, because it is. And that's all I'm gonna say. I plan to make some more videos soon. I'm feeling the creative vibes, the creative juices flowing to me, especially because I'm so single. And that's another thing I realized. What is the rush in getting into? Am I having a midlife crisis at 22? Shit. Maybe, but I like it. What's the rush in being in a relationship, especially at this age? I'm practically a child. Even if this society makes it seem like you gotta find the one at this age, I'm finding me. Okay? I'm finding me. Because we all know, as a woman, especially as a woman, when you really lock in with someone, you just want to have their children. Like, you just want to have kids with them and you just want to get married to them. And we as women are so nurturing. But let me tell you something. When you put that energy towards something else, it really grows. It's like literally a baby. It grows so beautifully. And I feel like this video is getting very long. So I'm just going to leave off on that before I keep talking. Because I can keep you know what? I need to start just doing these videos when I'm driving. Because I get so many ideas. And I'm not cutting this at all. I'm here. Wish me luck. And I will update y'all how it goes. Bye.